Good morning, class. It's April 20th, Monday. It'd be a normal day. We would be getting together again in our ESL 63 class. It's hard to believe it's been over a month. I hope everyone's doing well. I did one of these videos last week and decided to do another one this week, maybe a little longer, depending on how long my camera works here. I definitely want to be more interactive and interpersonal with you all. It's nothing like how it would be in the classroom, and I miss that greatly. I love being there with you and reacting and responding with you and everything else. But here we are. We have to make the best of the situation. I told many of you all, and appreciate many of y'all reaching out to me by email and texts and other ways, and I appreciate those continue. I am going today or tomorrow let everybody know what their current grade is overall for the class, for the 3 essays we've done. And of course, we had some quizzes early in the year, so I will make sure everybody knows where they're at. I don't think anybody has to worry about failing this class or even having a D in this class. I mean, probably 90% of you all have A's or B's. There's just a couple C's, but as long as everyone's participating, trying, no one's going to fail this class. Many of y'all have done extra credit earlier in the year, so you should not even be worried about that at all. An A is most likely for just about majority of you all, and those who maybe struggling a little bit or didn't do as great early in the year, you're definitely going to get a B. So I would not worry about that. Don't not make that be something to worry about or be in tension about. Everyone's done their best, and I appreciate it as your teacher. Let's see where we're at this week. Believe it or not, a week from today, April 27th, your 4th essay will be done. And I know some of y'all have, a couple of y'all have already done it, which I'm impressed by, but the rest of y'all to have until next Monday, April 27th, to get that to me. The next essay is a response and reaction essay. A couple of y'all have asked me for some ideas and things on it. And, it's kind of a really easy essay. And I know I say that and you're saying, well, teacher, it's not necessary. Why is it so easy? You can look at either like a book, a magazine, a newspaper, a movie, TV show, maybe even a video on YouTube or whatever it may be, and you just respond to it, you react to it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are some good things about it? How does it make you feel? What's your emotions about it? So it's anything you find that you can kind of, I won't say criticize, because you can actually enjoy it too. It's not a bad thing. It's your emotions and feelings that come from it. As always, the essay has to have 3 things. We've been over this many times: introduction, the body, and the conclusion. I definitely want it to be at least 5 paragraphs. I think you can do that. I think if you find some kind of thing that you can respond to or react to, the writing will come real easy. Because there really is no wrong answer to this. If you like something or dislike something, that's who we all are. We're all different. We're all special. So if you're still confused, what I've done is, and I think this is a great example, I'm sure many of you all, if you're like me, almost every day of the week at 5 o'clock, I listen to the governor of Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear. He gives a daily update on the coronavirus, COVID-19. It's usually about an hour-long program. If you have not seen it, you should see it. It's very informative. It provides a lot of information. It gives us updates on number of cases, even deaths, even some positive stories too. Like he'll talk about what people are doing and how they're helping and where the state is currently with the crisis. Most governors do this, but I think our governor does a great job. So there's a perfect example of watching that for an hour. You can do it today or any other day. And what's your feelings about it? Is it helpful? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's a waste of your time? I don't know. That would be a great example. And I would encourage you all to do it not only for the reaction essay, but also because it keeps you in the loop of things. But something last week happened that was pretty dramatic. It caught me off guard, and it caught a lot of people off guard. As you probably heard, a lot of people are getting tired of businesses being closed. We're all living these different lives. We can't go out. We can't do as much things. There's a lot of restrictions out there and stuff. So people have started to react. They have started to respond. And here we go. React and respond. And if you saw what happened last week, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday last week, 100 people came up to the Capitol where the governor is in Frankfurt. And while he was doing his 5 o'clock press conference, They started chanting, protesting, blowing horns, screaming, hollering, yelling, various different things. They actually interrupted him. It made it very challenging and difficult for many of us to be able to listen to his normal daily update. So what was your response to that? Do you agree with that? Do you think they have a right to be upset? Are they allowed to have their First Amendment, freedom of speech, and speak out and express their opinions? Or was it kind of maybe rude, disrespectful? He is the governor. He's given an update. And even when he was giving the update of people who were dead from COVID-19, maybe that wasn't the best time to do that. Maybe that was disrespectful. So there's another way of reacting and responding. You can agree with the people or don't agree with the people. Maybe there's a time and place for it, maybe not. Maybe they have a right to do it. If you didn't see it, there's a picture of it in the newspaper. I brought it here to show you today. So this is a picture in the newspaper. You can see the people at the top of the page up here who are chanting and yelling. And then there's actually a legislator down at the bottom there raising their arm and getting the group all fired up. This was in Thursday's newspaper, but I wanted to bring it to your attention. I'll bring it a little closer to you so you can see it. This is an image of what took place that day. So hopefully by me explaining this to you and going over how you can write an essay, and you can choose the Governor Beshear thing at the 5 o'clock and use that. I have no problem. I'd rather some of y'all do some other examples, but if that's one you decide to do and respond or react to, that's fine. It's an easy and a convenient way. If you can't do it today, you got Tuesday or Wednesday at 5 o'clock to do it. And you have until next Monday, April 27th to do it. So I hope that helps. After this essay, we've got one more essay to do. I know the school year's going fast. We're going to go into the first week of May, so we've got a good 3 weeks left, but we're going to make the best of this. And we'll talk about next week on the next and last essay you have to do. I do want to turn attention to exercise in your book. It's from chapter 12. I want to finish up adjective clauses this week because we've still got 2 more chapters to do in our book, just so we're covered and you're familiar with it. I think most of y'all have felt adjective clauses are fairly easy, and they really are. We all know what an adjective is. It modifies a noun. An adjective clause gives a noun more meaning, gives it more explaining, it gives it more of an understanding. It just makes you understand it better. So, once you look back in your book, the gray book about it, I'm also going to send out in this email to you today an example, kind of a worksheet, a handout sheet. I'll show it to you here, and you'll see it attached with the email sent out today. There's some activities right here, up at the top and down at the bottom. At the top part, there's 2 short sentences. You are combining them together by adding an adjective clause to it. Basically means you're going to be adding some keywords to it. The keywords, adjective clauses are like who, which, that, whom, whose. I'm going to go over in a minute behind me. You might already see it behind me on the board. Some examples of what all adjective clauses begin with, just so everyone understands what's going on. On the bottom part, you're just completing the sentences. You're just adding those words. You're adding who, which, that, whom, whose, whatever you think is appropriate. It just allows me to understand, allow me to think that you understand what's going on. So let's look up here what's going on with this up here on the board, okay? So I'm making my way over to the board. So we have up here adjective clauses. I'm going to change the angle for our camera so you can see it. I know it's kind of backward. So adjective clauses are words that modify nouns, okay? Most of the time, adjectives come before nouns. They can be like ugly, beautiful, small, tall, even like colors and numbers like blue, red. They give the noun more meaning. The big school, the small car. They give those words more meaning. The clause, if you don't understand, is something that follows. So we have the adjective and we have the follower. So it modifies the noun, but remember, it comes after the noun, not before. It gives it meaning after the word. So when you see the noun, the clause will follow after and give it more meaning. It just gives it a better understanding of what it is. So just so you remember, here's the key adjective clause words up there. We've got who, which, where, when, whom, that, whose, and why. all 4 of these, all 8 of these are the most popular ones out there. There could be others. And oftentimes, who, which, and that are probably used 75% of the time, if not mostly. They're very popular. So let's give an example here. The teacher, me, who wears the blue vest and name badge, is teaching me a lesson. The noun is teacher, who is wearing a blue sweater and has a shirt with a name badge, is teaching me. So basically, teacher's a noun, who, which follows, comes after the clause. I hope that helps out. I gave you a couple other video clips to check out on that, so maybe you can refer back to those again, and they can help you with that. I know I haven't been able to be in class with you to go over this more and give other examples. I'm going to look at one more thing of Blueprints books this week, so you have any other questions about it, please reach out to me, and I'll try to share that with you on Wednesday's class lesson, so you have a better understanding of the reaction and response essay. I do miss all of you all a lot. I will send an email individually or personally to each of you to check on you and also let you know what your current grade is. Once again, everyone is doing quite well in my class. I appreciate all the responses you've done, and I wish all of you all a nice day. Go out and enjoy this beautiful day. Look at that sun and everything out there. It's going to be a good day. Make it positive and do the best you can. I miss you. Take care.